And we are back for what promises to be a pretty ridiculous Act 3 with Sneaky Teak and me.
It is. It may be the most ridiculous. It's certainly the most ridiculous Pandora's box I've ever seen. It's not necessarily the most ridiculous run, but with 1 or 2 more crazy relics, this could be a position where we play with the heart, and that's not that's not a thing you get to do.
Oh, like that. Wait, is there actually a poison cap? I mean, that like mathematically there has to be.
Oh God, yes, but it's like big integer. It's a number that like stretches across the screen basically.
It's huge. Is it max int?
I think it is. I think it used to be a lower number, and now it's huge. It's huge. I'm trying to think if anyone. Yeah, because if you start going ham on catalysts early enough, heart has damage cap, so you might be able to get there. I meant more like playing with the heart for 30 turns, just so that you could see it produce 1,200 damage, 40,000 damage. Like, just have one turn where you get to see that number on the screen. That's joyous.
I mean, we only see that number on the screen if we haven't already got intangibility at the time, though.
It's right. You let the intangibility fade, and then you hold one of your infinite wraith forms, and then you look at the number, and we have a moment where it's like staring into the void, and then we play the wraith form, and we turn around, and we like put our sunglasses back on.
I am entirely into that. Let's go for it.
Very invested. I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched, all right? But I think that we may have already upgraded our chickens to, like, I don't know, dinosaurs or something. What's the roguelite pathway from chickens?
Yeah, no, they do go towards dinosaurs, because you end up with dino eggs in, we could actually take
Stardew?
setup now as well. Yeah, in Stardew. I've been playing a bunch of Stardew recently. Actually, like,
really?
I like that setup now.
Yeah, me too. It makes it much easier to nightmare. Oh God, wait, no, this setup is way strong. This setup is crazy strong, because if you nightmare the 0-cost nightmare, the nightmares you get are 0-cost. So this is like the strongest setup. It's weird because it's the strongest setup, and it's also totally unnecessary.
I mean, also set up the Wraith form, nightmare the Wraith form, 3 0-cost Wraith forms.
Yep. Wow, man. I don't think there's almost anything worth more than removal, except that the spoon is here. But wait, does it deny us the next removal? No, 125. We can still afford.
Shouldn't.
Do it. That's hilarious. Some consideration that, like, it's probably Sneaky Strike here. I don't know. It could be.
I'm just having a quick look through, but I think I agree. The Eviscerates are pretty expensive for a deck that's mostly playing defenses, and we do only have 2 discards in a deck of 31. I could see the Eviscerates being cut even, actually.
Yeah, you're probably right. They're probably worse than Sneaky Strike. Also, Sneaky Strike has my name in it, so I'm kind of married to the idea of just keeping it so that we can get it a gold border at the end or whatever.
Sneaky, wrong game.
Wrong game. I keep getting them confused.
I'm just gonna... I don't even think, like, in these fights I really need to brain at all. I could just not brain, and...
I wouldn't brain too hard. Ooh, wow. Hey, free Sneaky.
Hey. So it's a kill on the Repulsor.
Wow.
And even with all of that, the Velvet Choker's just like, yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Velvet Choker really... So, I have had Velvet Choker lose runs. But if you get it early enough, you can build around it, and it's so unlikely. It's a really powerful card. I think it's a really underrated card.
The Velvet Choker, really underrated card, eh?
Card. Yeah, I call relics cards all the time. I also call.
So do I. Like it got
shows. Yeah.
Movies, shows.
It's just all shows. It's stuff on a screen. It's a show.
That has very big, like, 90s mother calling every single console a Game Boy kind of situation.
Right. Is that who I am now? I can accept that.
It kind of has that energy to it.
Yeah. I don't think this orange pellets does anything.
Purge?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters.
We also actually don't have enough attacks to guarantee that we do it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We may fail to trigger it. That's hilarious.
Usually it's the power that is the thing that fails you on that.
Yeah, I'm removing everything that doesn't say Wraith Form, Nightmare, Catalyst, or Poison, basically.
Transforms have historically been very good this run.
Hit me. it's reasonable, and it's also creating duplicates. It's good.
Slightly better. Do we want the rest before the elite or after the elite? Is there any reason that we should feel either way?
I like after, just for the like super crazy situation where we like need to rest, or there's some card that we desperately have to upgrade. We've got some health to burn here, right? So. And what if the elite drops like Eternal Feather? Then we actually get value out of that fire. You know, you could burst Nightmare Grand Finale. Don't do it, please. It's actually dangerous. It actually chokes our draw, but it is hilarious.
It is. Hilarious. I will admit, I immediately had that thought.
Yes.
But now I'm kind of thinking, like, do we end up throwing out the explosive potion or something? Because, like, we actually will be taking damage this turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking what we're doing here is we're bursting Deadly on the Repto.
Yeah.
And we are Flying Knee Flying Knee neutralize one of the daggers and Caltrops. That way, in case the very unlikely chance that we don't get Wraith Form next turn, we can still kill the daggers, and we've started to scale against Repto. So here's another thing that I need. I'm starting to like build up a list of demands and grievances against this run. And the next thing that I need, we have Gremlin Horn too. That is really high.
It's extremely handy here. It is a little bit weird with the poison because the enemies die in their turn, so you do get the extra card for the next hand, but you do not get the extra energy.
Get the energy.
The thing I really like about Monster Train is energy generated outside of your turn is still yours.
Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that.
It's very kind.
I think this Blur Catalyst and Catalyst the Repto. Do you like that line?
Blur Catalyst the Repto. Yeah.
Cool. I know it's not like the biggest number, but it definitely wins.
It's a good enough number.
We're happy with this number. We'll accept this number. We're settling. We're already at the point in our run where we're settling. Oh, sure. I'll take 99. That's good enough.
No, it's not. It's not. We need to draw both of the poison cards.
3 digits.
Come on. There we go. That's good enough.
Perfect. No, it's not. Let me be very clear. This number is not big enough. Trader Bottle.
Let's have a look. Oh, there we go.
Sure. I'm happy. Sure. Put more gold things in the deck. This deck has a lot of gold things.
I don't think this is a huge problem with the Velvet Choker unless we use a Nightmare on it or anything like that. So let's not do that.
Yeah, agreed. That's to avoid. Yeah, it's just a little bit of consistency, right? And it could push us over some boundary to like play Nightmare and the things that we needed to do. So I think it's relevant.
Okay, 18. Oh God.
Big angry.
Do we take 8 for the like double deadly catalyst? Because this is really quick on the cycle, and I don't want to leave them alive long enough that they might, parasite us.
Can we see the draw? We've got Wraith Form coming up, so we know that we can slow down the fight substantially, but we don't have a lot of poison coming up, do we? Well, no. To call Deadly Poison plus Crippling Cloud, Corpse Explosion, Catalyst, and Burst not a lot of poison is a bit of a stretch.
That's true.
We might be able to get away with Footwork and Block here, and its lower variance next turn. We'll have at least one fight where we don't draw Wraith Form for a couple turns, and this might be that fight. I think we can get away with this. And we have Cunning Pot in case we need to block a Parasite.
Yep.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. What do you want to set up? Do
we set up a Wraith Form Nightmare the grand finale? We take damage this turn if we do that. Dang.
We don't want to take damage, but we could. Oh, we don't
set up the Nightmare for the next turn on a grand finale. How much draw
we don't have well-laid plans.
I mean, don't, but it's in the deck.
This is so funny. We're flexing really hard.
I just want to be able to play the grand finale for you.
I appreciate that. I really do. I really appreciate that. I don't see it. I think it's Wraith Form set up. Wraith Form, yeah. Dang it! If we had slightly more block going into that turn, then it was definitely Nightmare the grand finale, and that would be sweet.
We will get choked, but there's a catalyst left in the deck.
Yeah, I think it's just taking 1 damage. Yeah.
I think it's just Deadly Poison Dagger throw the neutralize, because this isn't actually going to rotate the enemy. Look for a possible defend, and then we have the burst in the hand with the possible catalyst and the deadly poison both being held by the well-laid plants. We can just kill next time.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. I like it.
We don't need that.
Yeah. Cool. 1 damage is a pittance, and you know, a lot of runs that look like this one have 36 health or something from having taken apparitions. And so we actually have enough health to be able to maneuver. I love dropping Flex Potion here for this power plot.
Yeah. Flex Potion just doesn't really affect much of our stuff right now.
The only cute... Oh, this Piercing Wail is still good. The only cute thing that Flex Potion does is... We need a key, right? Yeah. Is you can go Cunning Potion, Flex Potion, and make it do 33 damage instead of 18. Which is truly a waste of 2 potion slots. It is damage. It's real damage. It's real damage. It like saves you from an exploder or something.
So I kind of want to hit both of these question marks.
Yes.
And
totally.
One of the big reasons is because I think this deck can also actually take Mind Bloom.
It can. We lose ourselves the Toy Ornithopter value, but does it need to take Mind Bloom though? This is, you know, it's funny. Our last streak loss was on a Mind Bloom. And that was at least in part because we had something like this, like a Potion Belt, Toy Ornithopter, and that heal ended up being relevant. So there is some consideration that actually taking Mind Bloom is one of the only ways to lose against the Heart, because we cannot live through a full hit at that point. I think like statistically it's very strong and very safe, but it's funny to consider. Does it make you win harder, except that it introduces a 1% of the time where you super die? I don't know. That's a crazy thought though, right?
It is a concern. It's just like,
yeah.
I'm looking at both of those nightmares and I want them to be 2 cost so bad.
Oh, me too. Me too. Absolutely. That's a huge turn. Nightmare, Wraithform. Nightmare Catalyst. Heck, Nightmare the Neutralize. And do whatever you want, you know? Just make things that you want to look at. Huge.
Got a lot of catalysts in that deck. We're just going to be cycling them back through consistently here.
Yeah. Well, if we cycle.
Well, until we get this.
If we cycle. Oh, man. Taking another couple damage. Yes. Do we take an after image?
As a way to counteract the beat of death as well. Yeah, I'd be into it.
Cool. I like this Swift Pot a lot. Probably over explosive now.
Just looking at this prepared right now.
Yeah. It's not bad.
It's free draw to get stuff back off the top of the deck, like the setup stuff and stuff as well.
I think it's legit. And it slightly increases our chances of landing Grand Finale. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. I do think this deck might be... Oh, God.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, no.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. I've been thinking about it since we talked about it, and I think this is the path. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 99. Maybe not even 99. Maybe 99.9% of the time we take Mind Bloom and we win, and it's more consistent and it's awesome. But we cannot lose against the Heart as long as we get there with, you know, health in the 50s and the ability to heal with the Potion Belt. Yeah, that's so funny. It's exactly the opposite path. Oh, man. Hey, fun fact, for those of you who don't know this.
20. Yeah?
Mind Bloom says you cannot heal from any effect. That includes Lizard Tail. You can't be rezzed because it's a heal. So, yep. Gosh, that hurts, though. I like that event so much. And if the deck were just a little different.
If only it were.
It's just more Wraith forms, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, do we want to take the key right now just in case?
Oh, I see. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. I think that's fine. I don't think it's likely that we do anything else, but I think that's fine. And, yeah, I like this. We could get War Paint, and it could upgrade both of our Nightmares.
Oh, that's gonna happen. I'm calling it now. I'm gonna stop playing.
It's an incredible idea. I really like that. Nice choice to stop playing. Just the best. Wait,
I don't care about well-laid plans.
Just whatever.
8 turns of don't hit me.
You're not the boss of me. Video game.
Yeah, Velvet Choker. What's that card? Wait. Can
Yeah,
we Nightmare?
screw it,
Grand
let's do it.
Finale? Do we even get a chance to? Doesn't matter, does it? We just want to look at it.
Do we just want to look at it? I think we could play it.
We don't have well-laid plans. We didn't. Do we have a
Oh,
setup?
right, you're right. We can't hold.
We've just played 1,000 cards instead.
Oh well. We'll just have to
Oh, the
win.
nightmare came back. We could have nightmared it again. Propagating Grand Finale via Nightmare Chain. What a world.
Why would you need to retain when you could just add 3 of them to your next hand every
Yeah.
time?
Just keep making more. Eventually, your whole deck is Grand Finale, which is the alternate win condition with Grand Finale. If there are no cards in your draw, or if your draw pile is only Grand Finale.
Would we like a potion of Caltrops?
Sure. Drop the potion
More
of
than a
shivs.
cunning? Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
Pass.
Yeah. There's a world where you can do something cute with the outmaneuver, and we continue to not exist in that world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you ever burst setup here for something? Do we like footwork escape plan and look? Oh, I guess we could set up the Wraith form and play it this turn, right? Is that
Yeah,
the line?
exactly. Just using the escape
Okay.
plan is my thought.
Yeah. Cool.
I
And
mean,
hold burst,
well-laid
right?
plans holds burst. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely that.
Yeah. We have to be careful because both of us will just allow ourselves to get so cheesy and then accidentally like lose. Just,
Yep.
you definitely don't want to do that. You know it is tempting, but you don't want to do that.
I'll
I'm
try
looking
my absolute
backwards.
best.
And I'm wondering, was it ever correct for us to buy that pantograph in the shop? It wasn't, right? Maybe at Ascension 20?
Maybe
Even
at
then?
Ascension 20. I do have a little bit of concern if we don't draw a Wraith form relatively early, like first 2 turns against Spire, Shield, and Spear.
Yeah.
But I think
agreed.
that's really unlikely with the amount of draw that we have in the deck as well.
Yep, and that's part of the reason for the potions too, right? Like Swift Pot is, if we could get Swift Pot, Gambler's Pot, that would be the total safe. That's kind of the ideal out,
Mm-hmm.
in my humble opine.
I would agree with this humble opinion. I mean, all right. We're doing dumb stuff. It's dumb stuff time.
Wait, can we hold Grand then? Set up my finale.
I'm afraid we're doing dumb stuff, not grand finale.
Wait, oh, that's fair. Wow.
Exactly. See?
Complimenting my card, cool.
I'm trying. I'm coming around on it. Not as much as I could be, sure, but a little bit.
Let me offer perhaps a bit of solace.
Yes.
In this run, Grand Finale has done very little. But consider why it's done very little. Grand Finale has done very little because we are a god, right? And in a run where we didn't get the cards and relics to become a god, then perhaps Grand Finale might have been really important in being able to kill Tri-Slavers or something.
Yeah.
So
it was definitely
it's really
like a
easy
hedging
in
up
runs like these to be like, oh, it wasn't good, and it's like, no, you were just amazing. Like everything else you did ended up making it irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Just like our fire breathing in that first Ironclad run.
We'll still have a fire breathing run. Oh, it'll happen.
Good. Nice turn. These are the turns we live for. Too many good things to do.
Yeah, exactly. Is it clear to you what we're doing? Because like, I like the Wraith form, but I'm also like, I don't want to let the Crippling Cloud cycle because it's double removal of their artifact right now.
The guaranteed win line is Nightmaring Wraith form on this turn. That's the line that we never lose. And because we get a full heal, that might be what I do.
Yeah, exactly. Full heal. I keep thinking that we're in like, oh, but I only get 60%. 60%? I only get some...
75.
75? Yeah. I only get 75% of my health back.
Uh-huh. And it's 75% of missing health. It's a very confusing effect, actually, but once you get it.
Mm-hmm. Ouchie.
Nice. And now it's just a matter of, like, finding the rest of the pieces.
No more damage me, please.
We are not interested in damage. In fact, I would like to request a refund. You gonna Nightmare that Corpse Explow? Never
I
stop.
don't think so, because the second debuff is the max HP one. So like, I kind of want to go just Corpse Explode and Deadly Poison and start chaining off.
Okay. Well, then is it Deadly Poison Corpse Explode then? Because we've already taken an artifact off the back line.
Huh? But this is 6 and this is
I see
7.
what you're saying. I see what you're saying. No, yeah, I don't know why my brain short-circuited.
It's
We
all
don't
good.
worry about that. We're moving on.
I've got to keep remembering as well.
Ice cream.
I'm
oh,
so
yeah.
used to just getting the most value out of the energy I have in the turn
Yeah.
that I really.
This actually
need to
matters
think
here
about
with all these 3 costs we want to play. Yeah. It's a good point.
that. Yeah.
Oh, have we still not played Well Laid?
No, we haven't. It's really annoying.
Dang.
Oh, was the next on the? Dang it! I could have gotten it.
Dang.
Okay. Well laid. Set up. Wraith form. Dodge and roll.
I mean, like, I guess the solace is that at this point, we're clicking cards based on feelings, right? It's just what we really want to click because we're totally safe in this fight. The only thing that I think is worth considering at all, right, as a setup is making sure that ink bottle's on a high number on the way out.
Yep.
That actually does matter to help us get a little bit more confidence in our first turns against Act 4 elites. Because like you said, a bad turn 2 Act 4 elite is a good way to jeopardize the run.
Mm-hmm. I will make sure that we end up with a decent number on that one.
Utmost faith.
Fine. Fine, you'll make me play it then? Alright, fine.
You're gonna make me win?
We're one
dare.
catalyst away, so 2 cards played next turn. If one of them is catalyst, is fine. No? Okay, so we might actually just hold this turn, wait for a catalyst next turn.
We don't even need it, right? We can just dodge and roll Deadly Poison.
I mean, dodge and roll does nothing.
Oh yeah, we're at negative 20 dexterity. But it is cute to imagine.
1, 2, and...
Perfect. Sick. Sick.
Ooh, good fight.
GG. It's interesting, right, that you can have runs. This is something I've talked about before in terms of power versus damage taken versus like variance. This is a very powerful, very low variance run. And we also took damage in that fight. And I've had runs where I took 0 damage in that fight. And part of the thing for us is we're expecting to always take some damage, but never more than on the order of like 15 or 20, right? So this is a very low variance, very high power run, but it's not perfect. Like it doesn't perfect fights, which is kind of cool.
I think this is where we go for this.
Yeah, I like this. This
That's
first
actually-
ice cream means that we should be able to consistently set it up, right?
This is actually like the fact that it has exactly those properties that you were talking about before is like a really good point towards even if you have a lot of defense, sometimes you still need ways to deal with attrition.
Yeah. Yeah, Toro Ornithopter is part of what allows us to plan to take some damage. Whoa, that's a Dolly's Mirror.
It
Do you want more nightmares or do you want more? What do you want more of? More of everything?
I might
How greedy
want
are you?
these 2 potions.
Okay, okay. But hear me out. You could have a
go for it.
collector's bonus on Wraith forms in this run. You
I
could
thi-
have 3 nightmares. You could have the world here. The whole world.
I mean, I've got to say, if we are going Dolly's Mirror, part of me wants to go Catalyst or Burst instead of another Wraith form.
That's fair. That's a very fair and reasonable line that you've established. What do you okay, maybe this is too bold, but I think you can click on anything in this shop and win. So I think you should pick the thing that you're most excited for, whatever that is. It might even be bag
Bullet
of marbles,
time?
like
Oh.
just whatever you want. Bullet time.
Could be bullet time. Because worst case scenario, it just saves us a bunch of energy for next turn with the ice cream.
Yeah. Nice. Bigger numbers. I like that choice.
Big. Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't need to worry about this fight at all.
It was fair to worry about it. It really was. Liquid Memory is drawing the wrong way for our concerns, right? It's like once we draw Wraith form, we're playing it.
Yeah. It would mostly be for a nightmare that didn't hit a target.
Yeah, good point. Good point. And I don't know if nightmaring the Liquid Memory Nightmare keeps it 0. I suspect it does. I know that nightmaring a setup nightmare keeps it at 0. But I don't know about
should
Liquid
do.
Memories.
It won't stay at 0, but it should keep, should set it to 0 still, or
For that
set
next
them
turn.
to 0.
Right. which will allow you to do some chain shenanigans.
Wait, we don't heal going to the boss fight. No, we'll play that then.
Yeah. GG.
Come on, just get me that corpse explosion in time.
I guess I shouldn't say GG. Yeah, there's still a couple things we'd like to do, like play this Wraith form and find corpse explode, but generally we're there. So we're just digging, maybe? We have well-laid plans, right?
We do have well-laid plans and it's active as well. Just gonna go for the draw until we get the right things. And then I stop.
I wonder if we were even holding like burst crippling cloud in case we don't see. But it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. Oh, can you play it? You can play it. Play it for me, please.
Okay.
Please. Thank you. It's important to me.
There we go.
Now you are permitted to win. Thank you.
No problem whatsoever.
I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. You know, I'm a good strategy player, but ultimately my needs are simple.
Everyone has that kind of thing. Mine was the catalyst pickup because we have the kill, but I want a bigger number.
Are you gonna nightmare? You can nightmare the 2-cost nightmare this turn, and then have infinite value.
I could Blessing of the Forge first so that they're upgraded as well.
Very true.
Another thing that I'm thinking of is Power Potion, and then if I have 2, then I can actually Nightmare the final one, and get 3 copies of the new power. Imagine if that's
if we are incredibly unlucky with the statuses, we may actually need the health from some of these potions to undo the damage, but it's fairly unlikely. We're not unlucky. We're fine. we win. We win. Nightmare and Nightmare Wraith form. We can play with this fight, and we should.
Nightmare the Nightmare, Nightmare the Wraith form, Wraith form the Wraith form, and the turn.
Begin the playing. It's too bad we never got the tungsten rod for pure shenanigans, but this is still pretty shenanigan. Oh, the setup is here.
Yep. So we set up a Wraith form, we Nightmare a Nightmare, so we have Nightmares in the next hand.
Look what happens. Look what happens. You set up the Wraith form and you immediately draw it with Ink Bottle. You get to immediately Nightmare it. It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
I can Nightmare it? No, I can't Nightmare it twice because then I don't have Nightmares. Nightmare.
Yeah.
Nightmare
We
Wraith
need
form.
more Nightmare, that's clear.
Wraith form.
Whatever we do, it's important that we don't run out of Nightmare.
We just need to find a way to not die to Beat of Death and that happening
know.
while this is going on.
If only we could like generate after images so that our 6-card plays, would block for us.
If only.
That would be a way to do it. Yeah, after image would be a way to do it. Oh my god.
1, 2,
Yes.
3.
Good. 13 turns of invincibility. That's correct. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else we really need to do this time. I could throw the neutralize, I guess, just for the ink.
Yeah. Now we're looking to like get well laid and have not enough poison to win, but enough poison to burst catalyst to win, so that we can see how big the number gets. At least that's where I'm going.
We've got 1 catalyst, burst, deadly poison left in the deck.
Yeah.
I mean, we do get to the point that we just start using nightmares on things like catalysts, and so it would be a bursts, quadruple.
Oh.
Catalyst
Is your
turn?
objective getting the biggest number?
Yes.
Okay. I'm in. Can we also work in 1 grand finale?
You know what? Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'm on board. So in that case, are we actually saving energy this turn? With ice cream.
So don't nightmare another Wraith form?
Yeah, we're already we're already at 21 turns. The enemy's gonna die to Caltrops basically before we're done being invincible.
Okay.
This is hilarious. And we have still 2 more potions, which is another cycle worth.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh, look, there are Wraith forms. Good thing that power potion existed. Are there more Wraith forms behind us, or did we never find?
Like, literally, the only Wraith forms we've had so far have been the ones that we generated off of that power potion.
That's crazy. So it's a good thing we saved some potions, because if we hadn't generated a Wraith form there, we were taking the full 2 hits.
Yeah.
That's super spooky, actually.
I mean, the draws also would have been different because we did get draw chokes
Sure.
by having 6 in hand, but it wasn't significant enough to get us the Wraith forms early enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Oh, where is Grand Finale? Where is Well Laid? And how far are we from the end?
Grand
and we
Finale's
have
still in the rest of the
Ink
deck.
Bottle.
So is Well Laid.
Okay. So are we backflip
Hard
here?
draw this turn.
Or is it prepared?
Well, I mean, I think we're going through both of them, right? There's the Grand Finale. So, oh, and the Burst. So either we can Nightmare them to keep them in the next hand, or we can try and draw. I mean, we can do both. We'll draw first to see if we get Well Laid, and then Nightmare if we can't.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And we can draw choke with Nightmare shenanigans to make sure that we're able to line up Grand Finale. Is that the plan? So we're at 8 card drawn, and so if we can make sure we only draw 3 cards next turn, then we have Grand Finales lined up the next turn. Or we can do like 4 and 4.
Or
Oh, that's perfect.
4 and 4.
Right? Right. If we Nightmare, Nightmare, and Nightmare Grand Finale, then next turn we have 6 cards that are generated, so we only draw 4. And then the turn after, we Nightmare, Nightmare, and Nightmare Grand Finale, or even just double Nightmare Grand Finale, and we can play Grand Finale 6 times.
Oh, you're doing it that far away from now? The thing is the ink bottle's on 7, and we've also got a
Oh,
Swift
God.
Potion. So I'm thinking, like, how do we do it next turn?
Oh, with the Swift Pot. I see. I see. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to play Grand Finale like 6 or 9 times is what I'm trying to solve here. Which would be, ooh, can we do that next turn then? Could we like burst Nightmare Grand Finales, or yeah, 6, 4. Yeah, that works, right? We have 6 Grand Finales. We draw 4 cards. We have Swift Pot to get 3, and we play a couple more cards to proc Ink Pot, and that gets us there.
So the Burst Nightmare is going to activate the ink bottle this turn. We'll draw the extra card this turn, right?
Yeah.
So we have 7 left in the deck. We draw
perfect.
3.
We draw 4.
Sorry, we draw 4. But
Yeah.
we need to empty our hand of 3 of them before we can then use the Swift Potion.
And it looks like cards that we can play as long as we have some energy.
Yeah. It's just this does get us a bunch of Grand Finales, but the Grand Finales won't kill the enemy. And it uses our Burst as well as, kind of removes the viability of Deadly Poison and Catalyst in the next cycle, which does kill the enemy.
How worried are you?
0. And I did promise Grand Finale.
We can play it 6 times. How often do you get such a joyous outcome? Oh, we can't play it 6 because of Choker. Dang it. We can look at 6 of them. Oh, did we get choked this turn?
Do we? Yeah, we got choked this turn. Do we just Swift Pot this turn?
So we don't have to do that shenanigans.
I mean, it also means that Void won't affect us if we do
Good
it.
call.
Oh,
it
well,
means
yeah,
no
actually, it
well-laid
will.
plans, but like,
It's fine.
but like, do we care about that?
Nope.
What do we care about?
We're intangible forever, so I don't
Yeah.
think we care about that at all. What we do care about is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 300 Grand Finale damage. The Sakura petals that fell for centuries. This is poetry in motion.
beautiful.
That is incredible. I've done a lot of things with Grand Finale, and I've never gotten to see that. Thank you.
Oh,
Nightmare
should
the
we
Corpus
Nightmare
Flow?
chain the Grand Finales through the rest of the deck as well?
No, wait. We actually have a problem, which is that we have 36 health, and we don't have any poison live, and our deck is only nightmares. So we may want to create some poison.
Yep. I'm totally fine with that. I just wanted to get the artifact of the enemy there, actually.
Yeah, totally. Poetry in motion.
I think
Science.
I think at this point, yeah, it's just like
Dig it. Can I see our draw just for like really? I want viewers to see the draw. Look at it. Look at the gold. 6,000 nightmares.
you cannot stop this deck.
You cannot stop the nightmares.
No, wait, we have 7 turns of invincibility. It's just I'm looking at that Nightmare and I'm like, do I just want to do that for the Corpse Explosions again next turn? Because I can't
Yeah.
necessarily rely on the...
Yeah, we're just gonna corpse explode it. When it dies, it will deal like times 750 times 20 to the next heart.
So we're taking down 2 hearts at the same time here.
2 hearts with 1 stone. That's right.
Love it.
Our health diminishes.
Ah,
Dude, we're in
who needs health?
We're in trouble. We win. We win.
Should I set up the catalyst for the next turn?
No. You just play it.
Why?
Because, okay, let's think. We've got 12 here. We've got 5 more life. We cannot produce block. Times 12. Yeah, we made the right choice.
Nah, I think we
Now
can
we're
go a little
gold.
bit more. No, wait, the enemy is going to
Go.
hit our thing, so we can't do that. That's fine.
Yeah, we can't do that. Yeah. Yeah, because also they take damage.
Burst, 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 burst. Oh. Burst,
Like-
burst, 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 burst. No.
So, okay, do we... Wait.
No!
Oh,
Damn it. Oh, my poison number.
Ding. It's like the ultimate anticlimax. You're about to create like 1,000 poison, but there it is in the background, tinging away.
The sound this instrument generates, rather, seems to be capable of reverberating to painful levels of volume. Rude, Tincture. Very rude.
Oh, that is a huge GG. That was such disrespect. Maximum disrespect.
Oh, you gotta love playing with your food like that.
You do. I love those moments when you look and you're like, wait a minute. We cannot produce block ever because we have negative 1,000 dexterity. we are in the range to where even if we play 0 cards, the heart just kills us with 13 damage over the next 2 turns.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to win. Yeah, so funny, man. Well, we had 5 extra from the potion, so we could have lived through that cycle. And I guess we had caltrops too. We were mostly fine.
I mean, we also had like another draw coming up with that after the tincture went off. So if it hadn't have killed, so we were extremely safe. I feel.
The nightmare corpse explosion did turn out to be important though. If we hadn't been doing that chain, I don't know that we had the poison to land the kill there at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, corpse explosion always overperforms, and I overrate it.
It does.
It's weird.
It does. Wow, that's funny. That's a funny double. You know, I've had some runs for the longest time because Catalyst is so powerful. Because it is, multiplicative damage is powerful, but I had runs where I thought I needed Catalyst to kill the heart, and then I had a run to where I just had 3 copies of Bouncing Flask Plus, and I won handily, because it turns out that if you can play that once or twice a turn, you're just doing enough poison, right?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of similar to the 4 strength thing, like you said. It's lovely to win on 1,000 poison, but if you can produce 60 poison, which you can frequently do with that card, and block, then you'll win. That's enough damage. That's good scaling damage. So pretty cool.
Yeah, because sometimes you just don't see that catalyst, and you have to make do with what you got.
Better than that, though, is playing 6 grand finales on a single turn.
That was a very good time, specifically the choker only allowing us to play those 6 as well.
We got exactly 6, no more. That's right.
Oh, that was a good time. Now, before people click off this video because we've finished the run, I'm just gonna very quickly say, hey y'all, today actually, as this video goes live, there will be a link in the description down below to the schedule in a local time zone for you, but at 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, or 6 p.m. Eastern on the 20th of June, I'm going to be starting a Fallout New Vegas file over on twitch.tv/RhapsodyPlays to celebrate reaching partner on Twitch. It is one of my favorite games of all time. It is kind of a heavy mod pack, but it follows a very vanilla style. It's vanilla plus, effectively. It increases stability, increases graphical fidelity, also restores cut content, and a few rebalances here and there, as well as quality of life changes like sprinting. If you would like to see something like that, come along for the character creation. Again, 20th of June, 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, or other time zones in the schedule that is linked in the description down below.
Sprinting. I'm stoked for you. I think it's going to be super fun. Fallout New Vegas is incredible, and it's going to be a great celebration.
I cannot wait. It is one of my favorite, as I said, one of my favorite games of all time, but it's also been, I think since Disco Elysium, actually, that I've been able to play an RPG, and RPGs are a huge interest category for me that I don't necessarily always get to represent on the channel, but I always have a huge amount of fun with them.
Time to get special. Oh, is that Fallout 3 that starts with the special blocks? It's slightly different for New Vegas, right?
Yes, Fallout 3 starts with the
Yeah.
special blocks. Fallout New Vegas
Yeah.
starts with
A doctor. Yeah.
starts with the doctor going,
Right.
now I think my needle works pretty good, but you might have tell me if I got something out of place. And then it gives you the
Right.
character creator, and it's
Right.
like, yeah, you got stuff out of place. I'm Asian now. It's like,
Right.
It's interesting to use that surgery as an intro for a character creator that is as expansive as the Fallout one. But
Yes.
after that, you go to a skill tester machine, and that's your setup for your special in that instead.
I'm hyped for you. I'm so stoked. It's gonna be great. I'll be
it's
there.
Going to be so good. Again, that if you are watching this on the day that it released, it's today. Again, all the links in the description down below. I hate to harp on it, but I think it is going to be an incredible time, and I'm going to be doing it for a fair while, so you might want to get in on the character creation to follow the run. Whew. Anything on the horizon for you, Tick?
You know, continuing to live the dream. More of these every week. Some Slay the Spire, some Monster Train. Honestly, the next couple months is just making more of the same, I think.
Mm-hmm. Where can people find you making more of the same?
Oh, that would be a good idea as well. I was just super in on this New Vegas run. I'm Sneaky Teak. I'm still Sneaky Teak. I've been Sneaky Teak, and you can find me broadcasting at twitch.tv/Sneaky Teak. I'm a full-time broadcaster there. And as I mentioned in the previous runs, I do have a YouTube channel. It doesn't even have a fancy URL. It has 0 content. But I think something like 180 people have already subscribed. So thank y'all for your investment in a future of content. I'm definitely looking forward to making YouTube stuff at kind of the leadership of Rhapsody. So thanks for having me on the show.
No problem whatsoever. It's not like you're clogging up their subscription feeds at the moment. So
that's fair.
That's
fair. There's no downside. What could go wrong?
What could indeed? Well, we'll have to see what could possibly go wrong in the next run in the ladder streak. For the moment, my name's been Rhapsody. His name's been Sneaky Teak. All the links for what you're looking for are in the description down below. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next week.